Hi, I'm John Glasscock, the HR guy. Here's a question for you. Can you fire an employee for talking about their pay? You may believe that employers have a right to discipline or terminate employment if an employee has discussed their pay with another employee or anyone else. However, federal law prohibits an employer from disciplining or firing an employee for discussing their pay and benefits with their coworkers or others. The National Labor Relations Act, the NLRA, protects an employee's right to discuss their pay with their fellow employees without the fear of retaliation. Even in right-to-work states, an employer's ability to freely discuss their wages is legally protected. Employers who attempt to fire, discipline, or otherwise retaliate against employees for exercising these rights may be the subject of a lawsuit, potentially liable for damages to all affected employees. If you become aware that an employee has been discussing their pay, you cannot force the employee to reveal what was discussed, prohibit the employee from having further conversations with other employees, install cameras or audio video devices to record future conversations about an employee's pay, make employees sign an agreement not to discuss their wages or benefits, have a written policy stating such conversations are against company policy, and you cannot retaliate in any way against an employee that has discussed their wages. Retaliation would be a demotion in job title, or a reduction in their pay or being suspended without pay, having their benefits being taken away or reduced, and or being assigned to an undesirable shift for no valid reason. Also, the fact that confidentiality and non-compete agreements often will have a clause in there stating that the employee cannot discuss their pay. These too are illegal. Some employers require employees to sign confidentiality agreements as a condition of their employment. These agreements limit the information employees can share with others inside or outside of the employer's organization. They are common features in workplaces that use unique or valuable intellectual property. At this time, confidentiality agreements and non-compete agreements are generally enforceable, but a provision that prohibits you from discussing your wages with others is generally not. As a side note, the NLRB is looking into restricting or eliminating non-compete agreements altogether. There has not been a final ruling, but it is something that is being seriously considered, and you as the employer need to be aware of this, particularly if you have an NRA. There are several remedies that an employer can do to minimize the effects of these types of employee discussions, and I will be happy to discuss this or other issues with you. Remember that Sigma 6 HR Benefits is a full-service HR firm. I can be contacted at support@Sigma 6 HR Benefits or 502-292-2980. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you again real soon.